Hello guys, so in this video I'm showing you how to run your app. Now that you've installed the app, you want to see how your folders are. So in your terminal, just do dir. So this shows you that there's a folder, which is a directory, and the name is test app. So this is the back, this is the current directory. Okay, so what I want to do is to move into this app that I've created. So in my case, I should do cd, then I put the name of the app. All right, now that I'm in the app, I can again do dir. When I do dir, I see the list of the files that are just here. Okay, so now that I'm here, now I'm in the correct folder. So for me to run the project, I need to say npx expo start. This should run my application. So as I'm waiting for it to run, just wait for me. Okay, now finally after some waiting, my app is running. You can see from the terminal, it's giving a QR code, and then I can see that I'm using Expo Go. By default, maybe some of you see that it to be using a development build, which is development build. In that case, what you want to do is to go on your keyboard inside this terminal, click on the terminal, and then you press S. When you press S, it will switch to Expo Go. In my case, I was on Expo Go. Yeah, it will show like something like this. So what you want to do is to not run it on a development build, but rather on Expo Go. So if you want to switch or toggle between Expo Go and development build, it's just to press S inside your keyboard. So when I press S again, it goes back to Expo Go. Then I can scan this QR code inside my Expo Go. It's that easy. And what I need to do for it to run on my PC, on my phone, is to connect my phone to the network, same network that my computer is connected on. Ideally, the easy way is just to hotspot your laptop or connect the same router that your phone is connected on and your computer. So when you do that, you should be able to see that this is the IP address. Okay, and then there's a port that will be provided to you. Here there's some useful things that you can also look at. So if you press A, it will run and open it in Android. That is if you have Android phone connected. If you press W, it will build it on web. If you have if you press J, it opens a new debugger, the fancy debugger. Now we're not going to do that for now. If you do R, it reloads. M, we just toggles the menu. Shift M shows you more tools or opens a project in your code editor. I'm already running it in my code editor. So in my case, I want to open it on a web. So I just need to click on W, and then it will start the build. So I'll come back when the project is showing inside the web. Hello, so I'm back again. My project is running. I'm actually running it on Chrome. I've actually installed this extension here to help me have a mobile view. So when you run your project, this is how it's supposed to look. Your Expo project is supposed to look like this. There'll be two bottom navigation that will be installed already in your project, and it will have animation, some animation already done. Then here you can play around with these. Okay, so that's just the basic boilerplate done for you. Now what you want to do is to learn how to build your own. If you're going to sit and go to the app, okay, for example, this is the app, there's an explore, there's an index. So this is the index, this is the explore. When you go in here, you'll be able to see even these words here. You can read from the code. Now if you're good with Expo, you've already done Expo, you can go ahead and start coding from here. But the best way, if you're starting out, the best way is to delete everything in here and then just maybe use it as reference maybe in future. And there's a cleaner way that Expo provides us to do it. So in our case, we need to run a very beautiful command in our terminal. So for me to do that, I'll need to remove everything here so that we start coding from scratch. So I'll just create the terminal with Control C. I can just maximize this. Yes, I want to quit. Now it has to be npx run. Sorry, it's to stop in the server. Just a moment. It will be npx run reset project. If not npx, then we need to use npm. We'll see which one works. So you can find it under next steps in Expo documentation. It will just show you what you have to do for you to reset. You can use npm run reset project. Okay, do you want to install the following project? Yes. Okay, before we go there, let me just run run it with npm. It's npm. Yes. So when I run npm reset project, what it does is it goes through the folder which was there, and you can see that it's going to change the folder structure of the application. In our case, we have a new folder which has been presented to us, which is app-example, and it has gotten all that code that was done for us and then just put them in this app.example. This is a folder that's not going to run under any circumstance, and unless if we call it, unless if we call the codes from here, but it will not run in our project on its own. And you can use this as reference as you are coding throughout your application. So for example, when we did the npm run expo reset project npm, what happened is it uses the fs uh, package to be able to manipulate the path. So it gets the path and then it keeps the old directories, which is this, and then it creates a new directory, which is the app example, and then it will join the old directory to the new example, which has been defined. And then it also changes some files in the index. For example, just creates for you a very basic template here, and then it would just reset your project back to its original, and then it will show you these console logs that you're able to see. So when you do this, it changes your app, it removes the bottom tabs, and that way it only gives you a layout and the index. All right, so that's where you start from. So there's a layout and then there's the index. The layout is a stack that's it creates for you. So I think the best is you can maybe start from a slot instead of a stack. You just import the slot and then you run your project again. Okay, you run your project again and you run it with a command which is npx uh, expo start. So the npx export start, what it does, it runs your project again, and we can even run it on the web by passing the dash dash web. So that's it for now. I'll see you on the other side in the next tutorial where we'll now get in depth looking at the app folder, looking at the layout, what it does, and the index, what it does. And have a good day.